Migueltio, the North Korea Latino, and looking out there, spring has definitely sprung. Time to get out there and make some new food. Some stuff you haven't had before. Maybe you've had it, but I haven't made it before, and I'm going to make it today. And I'm going to make a Dominican recipe, hence the merengue. This is called Yaroa. Yaroa I just had for the first time ever a few weeks ago down the Mohawk Deli on Mohawk Street in Utica, and it was awesome. I got to make Yaroa on my show. So we're going to make some tonight here. We're going to start with 2 pounds of ground meat. You can use any kind of meat you want. I'm using some ground chicken to keep it lean. You can use ground chicken, ground pork, ground beef, and I've even got some that's free range. No antibiotics and all that kind of stuff. Trying to keep it as healthy as possible. So I'm doing 2 pounds in my pan. Got my spatula ready to brown. Keeping it nice and soft here. I like to cook the meat first before I add all the spicy stuff to it. The spices, the peppers and the onions and all that too, just to get the fat out. Now, there's going to be as much fat in this as, say, some of the ground beef cuts, but I just like to get all the greasy stuff out before I add the good stuff. So you brown that on the stove top. You can do 1 pound or 2 pounds. I'm doing 2 pounds because I got a bigger crew here. It's kind of like a casserole. And it was really good at the Mohawk Deli. So I'm like, I gotta make this at home. I gotta make it on the show. So if you've never done ground chicken before, it kind of takes on a whitened color, just like regular chicken, you know, that you think of in the oven. Then it does say the brown color of hamburger or sausage, or I guess ground pork takes on more of this white color also. When I think about the last time I did with ground pork. I don't find that in the store the way I used to, but that's life. And you can do ground turkey too. That's another one. And that one whitens like this more than it does get dark brown. I chose chicken today because I liked what they had better than the turkey that they had. You gotta try to find the most healthy meat you can these days, folks, because you never know what you're gonna get if you're gonna eat meat at all. Alright, now that I've got this brown, or I guess you say whited, I'm gonna add my little rainbow toss here. In this toss is a red onion, a Cuban bell pepper, a poblano chili pepper. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit. A bell pepper, and a couple of those colored sweet bell peppers, the orange and the yellow. Hence all the colors in here. Toss these around together with the meat. Keep those veggies cooking in there so they're nice and tender. Keep stirring so things don't burn on the bottom of your pan. The veggies will get nice and moist. As they're cooking with the meat, so they'll re-moisten things. If you thought it was going to get too dry because I took all the gunk out, that's going to make this nice and moist with all these veggies tenderizing in here. Move around really well. Because they're doing just that. And what an aroma it gives off. Let me tell you what. Cooking this in the kitchen. Make it beautiful. start to really tenderize. You'll waft it right into the smells going around your house. Now, I'm going to add to that a little interesting item that makes this kind of meaty but creamy. In this bowl, I have 4 tablespoons of a very low-fat mayonnaise and 4 tablespoons of fat-free cream cheese. I'm adding right to it. There you go. And stir that around. Mix it in. Now this is the double-sized recipe I'm making, so if you made it single, it'd be just 2 tablespoons of each. But I put in 4 because I'm doing a double size. See, the meat gets all nice and creamy with all this added in. And spread it around so the stuff isn't all on one side of your pan and not on the other. Sometimes that can happen. You put something into mix in and only a portion of it gets. You got to mix the stuff around good. Have patience with yourself when you cook. Okay? We're also used to everything going in a flash today. We have to have patience on the stovetop, or else things could happen that don't quite go the way we want it. So there, look at how creamy that is now. And that's all low-fat / fat-free stuff, and it's going to taste beautiful. Tell you what. Now, I've got here I've got 4 boiled plantains. I'm going to mix into a mix. Chopping them up. There's 4 boiled plantains. They're going to be like a puree in my food processor. So they're going to be like the bed for this down in my pan. I'm pureeing them right now. That's what you're going to lay all this on. It's kind of like a bed of this. Getting some ketchup. Hello. Now into the meat I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of ketchup. 1, 2, 3, and there it goes. Right in. Stirring it together to go right into the meat. This is a terrific combination of dish. Something I never really had heard of before I went to the Mohawk Valley. If I've been to Dominican restaurants in New York, I didn't ever try it. Can't say I tried this one. But man, I tried it now. Now, to mix in with that meat, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of good old paprika here. Top off it. 2 tablespoons of Spanish paprika, the spicier kind. Mix that around in there. There's 1. There's 2. Going in. A good paprika makes a good tasting dinner. I'll tell you what. I'm mixing that right in. Stir it around. I got 2 tablespoons of black pepper, pre-mixed. Stir it around. also some oregano. Couple good shakes. That's about 2 tablespoons full. Stir it around. Now I've taken my plantain puree, spreading it out in this pan, and over it, once I get it spread thoroughly, is going to go this meat. And all the yummy vegetables that I mixed in and all the yummy spices, spread it out kind of like, I don't know, like a crust you would for a pie. Or a pizza dough even. Kind of like a casserole, kind of like a pie, I guess. But it's so good. Regardless of how you want to see it, it's all good. Spread that out, and of course I put in a little nonstick cooking spray on the pan before I put that in. So it's spread out, and this meat is ready to go. And I'm going to spoon that in all over that. Get it out of that pan. Yaroa is so delicious. Now what you can here, folks, every last little piece should go in this pan. And make room for your pan on the stove, because you want to put it somewhere with the heat off now. Look at this. Time to spread it around over the top. And you know what I also heard you could use if you don't want to use plantains, or if you can't find ripe ones the day you shop? French fries. Cook them up in your oven, like the kind you get the frozen ones. Cook a good bunch up in your oven and put them right in the food processor. They soften up just like plantains. And even when I was at the Mohawk Deli, they optioned how you wanted it. Whether we would papas fritas, which is French fries, or with plantains. I chose plantains. And then over the top of this, you're going to put a pound of any kind of grated cheese you want. I've got fat free cheddar. I'm going to keep it as fat free as I can, you know? Kind of like making lasagna where you put all the stuff over the top. And over it goes. Spreading around. Spread it around like everything else, so it's good to go. And all you need to do now is make it so that cheese melts. So I preheated my oven to 350. You don't have to cook anymore because the meat and all that is already cooked. It's not like you got to put it in for an hour like a lasagna or something like that. You put it in the oven for maybe, 10 minutes or so just to get the cheese melted. And that's what I'm doing right now. There she goes. Going off. That means it's ready. Look at that melt. Does that look good or what? Cheesy and melty and melt in your mouth good. That is Yaroa, everybody. Awesome Dominican kind of pie, casserole, just yummy dish. I can't say anything more about it. And I hope everybody enjoys whatever they're having for dinner tonight. And first of all, get out and make something new. You know what I'm saying? Even if you can't grill yet, if it's too cold for that, make it in the oven. It can come out as good as this. Or try this one. Not too hard, folks. And second of all, before we go, shout out to a very special charity I heard about just this week from one of my former students from South Louis High School, in the high school band I taught her when she was in my elementary band, Dawn O'Connor, and her charity called Helping Little Heroes. Go on the Facebook page for Helping Little Heroes. Go on Facebook and search Helping Little Heroes, and you can find Dawn's page for that charity. She makes by herself cards and puts together care packages for sick kids with chronic illnesses of any kind, whether it be at home or in hospitals, and she also sends things to hospitals to help them give more comfort to these kids when they're laid up and everything. Helping Little Heroes. What a shout out to an awesome, awesome charity, to an awesome kid. And all the kids in South Louis who were so awesome this past week in our Musical Schools Month concert, which is where I learned about this charity at. So proud of all the band students who performed. But Dawn O'Connor is her name. Get on Facebook and look for Helping Little Heroes. And a shout out to Dawn. And this is Yaroa. Enjoy dinner tonight, folks.